Hey there, everybody. It is the Dapper Charizard here, and, well, I decided that for the Trial and Error series, move that little bugger. I decided that for the Trial and Error series, what I'm going to do, other than critiquing and giving my... Okay, hang on, let me reword that. I've been giving my opinions on any upcoming content that I hear from other YouTubers. I will be judging specific guns. For this one, we will go with the AWM, the Mark 14, the M24, and the P92 pistol. No, I wasn't in a match. I was in training, trying to record the last video, but apparently I accidentally swiped away this little dandy feller. So, yeah. So that's unfortunately a scrapped thing. That was room, which is not what I want to do because I don't have any more room cards. So, y'all. Anyway, though. Gotta wait an eternity for my game to load. Alright. Let's get 3 of our guns. I will only be getting 2 mags for the pistol, 3 mags for the AR, and 4 mags for the rifle. So then, to start off, if I can find it. Alright, okay, so to start things off, we're gonna hit things off kind of strong with the M24 sniper rifle. Let's grab ammo for that. I should probably get a bag because I'm going to be carrying a fuckload of ammo. It'll be like a walking armory. Okay, so got the sniper, got the pistol. Get out of the way, you fucktard. There we go. Let's grab our other sniper rifle. Now, the only attachments I will be getting are quick draw mags. Only because I want to be able to reload fast and save you all the time. So, yeah, anyway. Boop-a-doop. Let's grab our sighting packages. Hey, now that's supposed to go on that. It's 1 8 times. There's my other 8 times. Swap the AWM on so I can use it first. Now, the reason I'm not grabbing the... Oh, good lord, is this person really following me? Go away. Go away, I don't like you. You're too normal for me. Run! I swear to God, this bitch is gonna follow me to the ends of the earth just to try and get my suit, isn't she? I'm calling it now. So, when I get to the top of the scaffolding, I am not getting the ghillie suit. She's still following me? Yep. If only I could have somebody... If only I could have a woman do that to me in real life. Being single sucks. A lot. A real lot. No! Almost fucked it up. And I fucked it up anyway. When I get to the top, don't worry. We will have our weapon judgment. Oh, yeah, there she is. There we go. Grab a pair of nades just so I can knock her away. Go up. Let's keep going up. Ugh. 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 You might get a little bit of voice acting. Awful voice acting, I should say. Because I'm not good. I'm no Brock Baker. So, you know. Just grab 2 more for good measure. There we go. Just the master at parkour. She above me? Probably. I don't know. I only have the jump radius of, like, a fucking stoned hobbit. Oh, thank fuck. But I bet you anything, she's gonna get up here. Not here, but I don't care. Alright, so, starting things off heavy, we're going to go with the Accuracy International AWM, also known as the Arctic Warfare Magnum, because of its choice in caliber, being the 300 Winchester Magnum. This sniper rifle is pretty freaking devastating, only because it's deadly accurate. It uses a powerful round, and it has enough power to knock a level 3 helmet. That's scary. This is a rifle you don't want to see in enemy hands, simply because it's just that deadly. Now, the one main issue to this rifle is 2 things. Well, okay, so let me correct that. The 2 main issues with this rifle is the muzzle flare and the recoil. Now, it's got decent recoil when prone, but when you're standing straight up like a buffoon, its recoil is very unruly. It kicks up towards the side rather than like anywhere else, but hey, that's a gun. So, I mean, you know, this is a weapon you definitely want to take into battle with you, especially down to last circle if you have a decent enough hiding spot and a good enough kit. So, I mean, yeah. Now, this weapon is only a crate weapon, so you cannot get it from finding it just lying on the ground. Now, its ammunition, being the 300 Magnum, is also crate. In fact, when you loot a box that has one of these luscious jelly beans, why the hell did I just say that? It will always spawn with, I want to say 10 rounds of ammo? It's fucking, I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the M24 rifle. This sniper rifle has recently been moved into conventional loot pools. Let's check if Susan the Stalker is not there. Good. Anyway. This rifle has been moved into generic loot pools quite recently, in fact, and that makes me happy. I want to say it also made my friend John happy, because he enjoys this rifle. Alright, and I'm glad he does. It's a good sniper rifle. It's well-rounded. It's clip-fed, rather than the M24, rather than the Kar 98, and it's fucking decent, I don't know. But anyway, when standing up, its recoil isn't as unruly, which is good. So it's definitely a fairly decent sniper rifle to use. It's also got a pretty quick recovery time. Mostly with a bolt-action rifle, it's not just a point and click like an assault rifle or a pistol. You really need to take your time and aim, because once you rack that bolt back, it's not going to just pop back up. Like, you aren't going to be on target anymore. You're going to be probably aiming elsewhere completely. Now, This weapon used to be a crate weapon. So you could only find it in an airdrop crate. You couldn't find it out of anything else. But with it being added into standard loot pools, it now has a rare drop. So it's about the same as the SLR in drop wise. This weapon is chambered for the 7.62 caliber round, much like a pretty good handful of rifles and even the revolver. So it packs a fair amount of power. It's able to one-shot a level 2 helmet and above. I know this from personal experience, from both using this rifle and by getting absolutely decimated by players who have it. But is it really worth it? Now, normally, I would say no. This rifle is absolutely not worth it because of its spawn rate. But given the fact that it was plopped right into our hands as a crate weapon, I'm going to say yeah, go for it. See if you can find one of these beasts, put an 8x, a cheek pad, a extended quick draw sniper mag, and a suppressor on this thing, because it can lay down the hurt. Now, a little like the AWM, obviously it is a bolt action rifle, so like I said previously, you need to recover your target as soon as you can, because if you don't, it's going to bite you in the ass. And believe me, when it bites, it will bite and tear. Alright, and that's only because of how powerful this rifle can be. Now, in terms of using it, however, you can go willy-nilly with these rounds. 7.62, it's found everywhere. Alright? It is found literally everywhere. You can look, you could go into your corner drugstore in this game and still find multiple boxes of 7.62 rounds. No, but in all seriousness, go and get this rifle. It's fun. It's decent at best. It's better than a Kar 98, that's for sure, but still. I'm pretty sure anybody could take this over a Kar 98, except for the people, like myself, who like the Kar 98 a lot. But I will still take this rifle because I am no idiot when it comes to taking rifles. Although, my friends would beg to differ. Let's empty out the last of these rounds, and then we'll move on to the Beretta. Drop this. Drop. Drop. And drop. And we're going to jump down. Owie. Alright. Moving on to the last weapon that I'm going to judge. It will be the P92. Now, in real life, this is actually the Beretta 92. It is made by the Italian arms company Beretta. Is it Italian? I think it's Italian. But it is made by Beretta, and in real life, in the game, much like in real life, it holds 15 rounds in the mag. Now, this weapon is just garbage, alright? I mean, yeah, it's got the second highest ammo count in the clip next to the P18C, just without the full auto fire. Now, with all pistols, it cannot be equipped with... Actually, no, it only has 3 attachment points like every single pistol in the game. Actually, let me correct myself, not on every single pistol, because we've got 2 revolvers, so I mean, yeah. Can't really say something has the same thing as every gun in the game, or as every pistol in the game, because that just doesn't make sense. People are going to be like, oh, so that means I can put a suppressor on the R45? No, you can't. Now, this gun is chambered for the fairly easy to acquire 9mm round. And this is kind of decent. Okay, good. But the problem is that it's the weakest gun in the game. There we go. Now, while it does not do a lot of damage, you have the capacity to just do this. You have the capacity to just spam the ever-living shit out of that trigger, and that's what makes the gun so fun to use. But I suppose there's a couple of last-minute, like, honorable mentions, I suppose. I'll get them in a moment. What? Come on. That worked. Hey, and I even landed him up there. Alright, so for our honorable mentions, we shall go with the VSS Ventores, the R45 revolver, and finally, the Mini 14. Now then, starting off with the second shittiest gun in this game, we're going to go with the VSS. The VSS is chambered for 9mm, much like a few of the other guns in this game, but with the fact that this is completely silent. Like, it is dead silent. It's amazing, personally, but the fact that it's silent, that won't put the chicken on the table. No. This gun, since it uses the 9mm cartridge, is garbage. It's weak. The bullets travel slower than the speed of sound. And while it has an integrated 4X, it also has a full auto function, which makes 0 sense. Well, okay. Maybe it doesn't make 0 sense, but, I mean, come on, look at this. There we go. Get that shit out of here. No, but is it really worth it? Well, yeah, in a way. I mean, if you want to do a stealth build, then sure. Stealth build, what the fuck am I talking about? This is not Skyrim. If you want to do the stealthy approach to anything, then yeah, sure, go for it. If you can't find a suppressor, and if you find that instead, go for it. Take it. Now moving on to my most hated weapon, the Ruger Mini 14. And here's why. All you'll hear in any Snipers Only game is this. That's all you will hear. That is all you will ever hear. It's just the sound of the Mini 14. Now, used like a person with common sense, it's actually quite a decent rifle. It's not too bad, not too good. It's mostly bad, though. That's only over personal opinion. So, if you like this rifle, congratulations, you like Burning Hot Rebel. I'm sorry, did I say Burning Hot Rebel? I meant a dumpster fire, because this gun is just awful. 20 rounds in a default mag, and then it'll be upgraded to 30 if you get a frickin' extended mag on it. And to top it off, doing this. This is not fair to the player. God, I feel like I need to wash my hands after using that rifle. And moving on to the final weapon of the day, we're looking at the R45 revolver. Now, this revolver is actually based on a real-world revolver called the Chiappa Rhino, which is actually chambered for 357 Magnum and not 45 ACP. Now, being a Miramar-only weapon, it's got its ups and downs. It's nice because it's a little old Western style revolver. What the fuck am I saying? This does not look old Western. Look at that. It's not at all old West. This is modern age Magnum technology. You know, I'm even going to take off red dot because I like these sights. Look at that. It's fun-ish, accurate, and uses like the second most common round of the game. Who the hell is just shooting the saw like at my feet? Probably the idiot in the ghillie. Now, in order to complete a challenge, you will need to equip this weapon, meaning that you are going to have to do matches on Miramar to do so. So, does that mean if it's worth it? No. It's not worth it. Now then, I am going to go into the armory to give you a little more of an in-depth look at all these weapons. So, just give me a moment here. Hopefully my game won't decide to have a heart attack. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Fuck, I have no water. No water and my throat is drier than the Sahara Desert. Now, a few weapons that I did want to mention is the M16. Alright. Wait a minute. Brendan Green, you don't escape me. If you look very closely on the sci-fi skin, it says Asimov. Now, I don't play CSGO, but I do know what an Asimov is. Anyway, I'll be showing you a fairly decent and quite annoying M16 build. And it's a 6x scope, a suppressor, and a quick draw extended mag. Back before the update to where the 6x was included, the M16 with the 8x scope ruled supreme. Oh, I cannot tell you how many M16 snipers I've seen, but it's awful. Now, we will move on to the weapons that I critiqued. First one being the AWM. If you look... Let me just put some parts on it. There we go. Make it look all pretty. Anyway, if you look up in the top right-hand side, you will see power, recoil, firing speed, and capacity. Now, power obviously means how much damage this thing does, and that makes sense. It's got a full power bar. Now, up in the top left corner, it reads, obtained from airdrops, it is the most powerful... obtained from airdrops, it is the most powerful single bolt-action sniper and fires unique magnum rounds, deals extremely high damage, and ignores rank 3 headgear, but only for a long distance, of course. Meaning that this gun is a tank. Now, what it lacks in its firing speed is simple because it's bolt action. It's not supposed to be super fast. It's not supposed to be full auto. And I'm ashamed that there isn't a sci-fi skin for this. I mean, come on, think about it. Get a frickin' AWM out of a crate. It's like, hey, look at me, I got an Asimov. Ha ha ha. Anyway, moving on to the M24. Like I said earlier, this weapon has been rotated into the into generic systems. Now, up there, where the barrel's pointing, a great bolt-action sniper that fires 7.62mm rounds, second only to the AWM, and can eliminate level 2 headgear, players in level 2 headgear with one shot. And, as you can see right here, I'm using the gun as a pointer, haha. As you can see right here, it's pretty fucking powerful. Range, recoil, definitely and everything else is decent. Now, this is what I highly recommend right here. A cheek pad, quick draw mag, or quick draw extended if you're feeling adventurous, a 8x scope, and a suppressor. Because suppressors just make everything fun. Next up, we have this. This satanic piece of poo-poo. This is poop. We'll just say that. Fun to use, but poop. Huh. Look at this. Stable but easily spotted due to the firing sound. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, though, I'm just not even going to quote anything on this because just fuck it. Sorry, I forgot I had the circus for this thing. Anyway, though, the P92 looks fucking amazing. No, but it is a semi-automatic pistol that fires 9mm rounds, meaning that you're usually shit out of luck if you have this gun. It's not the highest damaging, unlike this, or, you know, anything else. But still. And then I haven't gotten a flare gun yet. My brother has, and I'm jealous, but we shared the drop. But, yeah. Alright, the R45. Winning chicken just looks amazing on it. Anyway, the R45, holding only the scope, is probably the only powerful pistol in this entire game. The only pistol that's actually worth it. Now, if you actually look, you notice that the barrel, that's where the bottom of this gun is actually aligned with the fingers, with the finger of the shooter, making it very, very, very easy to maneuver. Just not even gonna get started on this. It's because it's bad. It's awful. It's the worst sidearm. Look at that damage. Look at the freaking damage. Alright, this is a shotgun. Alright, but as opposed to wrap it up, we're gonna have to rip on, I don't know, something. Okay, that looks pretty. Jeez, I don't know what to rip on. Oh, yes. The crossbow. Now, the thing with the crossbow is that it has little to no recoil. And if you can see, that power bar is actually full-ish. However, its range is bad. Only because of the bullet drop. The bullet drops significantly as it flies, so it's very hard to master. If you manage to actually hit anything with this gun, with that weapon, then you're golden. But anyway, though, this has been the Dapper Charizard, and we are dancing you out today. Have a good day, have a good evening, have a good night.